Howdy, peeps and peoples. Okay, in this episode, we're going. Well, here, let me start into it like this. What we've done so far is we brought this old set of forks out of the boneyard in the first video. Now, in this video here, the second video, we brought it in, did some finish welding, and started mounting our hooks, and got the new part of the loader put together, and got the new front and stuff on the loader and stuff. Is 624K. Cut out our hooks and stuff for our forks and stuff, and got them ready to put on our forks and stuff. But in this video, we're gonna finish it up, and we're actually gonna get to run it. Now, it's a long vid, but I had to pack everything that I thought was important in there. You guys might not think some of it's important, but I sure did. And we finally get to kick the tires on this thing, and boy, does it turn out. Look at that, would you? 624K, 5-foot forks, 60-inch forks, long grapple, full load capacity. Let's dive into this, man. This thing, I think you're all gonna enjoy this.
It's got them good too. Yeah, I will. All right, so quick summary. I measured outside to inside 39.5. That's my center. Add 1.5 inches, because that's what the thickness of these are, and you come up with 40.5. So 40.5 divided by 2 is 20 and a quarter. God dang it. Excuse me, 41 inches. So 41 inches divided by half of 41 inches is 20.5. So I measured from the center line, which you always put a C on, to the outside, the 20.5. Put your X on the inside. I learned that from my father-in-law. That's a carpentry thing. And then I measured from there over to here, 41. So now, to make sure everything's kosher, I need to measure from the center out, and make sure it's kosher. Center out, 20.5. Center out, 20.5. Good enough. So she's good. It is level. It's not perfect, but it's level, plenty good enough for a set of forks. The bubble ain't just perfect. You can see it's got a little bit of, you can see it's off just a hair. But I'll match that hair with the vertical. I could actually take a piece out. I'll modify that and get that perfect level. Now we're at absolute perfection. That's what we're after. Now we're gonna set them up there, and all we gotta do is plumb them with our magnetic doodad stuck on there. And then we'll get the first one into shape and get him set in there. And then all we gotta do is make sure the second one's perfectly up and down, perfect right. Because I got a little torch booger here, I'm gonna have to cut off on this one. It's kind of sloped in, but so I'm gonna mount this one and then make that one match this one. And I'm gonna take a chance and tack it, and then I'm gonna come back and measure to where I might have to bust the tack loose and move it if I'm wrong. But we'll just see where we get. Let me get my helmet ready. So I'm ready for tacking. That's about what I got going on the other side. We'll see. I'd be lying to you if I told you wasn't room for error here. All right, we're sitting good there. Come towards me a hair. Need shimmed out a hair. There it is. All right, we're gonna tack it. Okay. Shimmed up a hair, shimmed up a hair. All right, we look good everywhere there. Now, based off all of the loose tolerances I got all over this thing, I probably shouldn't be too concerned about making this perfect, but I want to slide a pipe through the bottom lugs and see where we're at to see how, if a red flag flies. That's the only reason to do it, because I'm probably not going to do much about it even if it does, because of the fact that everything's all wally-cockered. You know, I get done with this fork, in reality, probably your best tolerance with this kind of a restore is probably 1/2 inch. You know what I mean? As total tip to tail type of mentality. This side might be a shade high, but it's less than an 1/8 inch. Probably more like a 1/16. I ain't gonna sweat that. Nope. Plenty good enough. It's about a 1/16 high on this side. And on a wheel loader, I think we can live with that. Especially when you factor in, I go chasing this, chance on my ports are worse than that off. And I can't straighten that out without busting tacks, and I like my tacks. Still not enough to be a red flag to me. Now, well, see who that is. I'll be back. So, quick update. We got her welded in. It's all welded. Everything I had is welded and in and looking good. We're gonna take that. We like that. So, here's my stabilizer bar. I'm gonna break it off. And I cut this a little too thin down through here, and I don't like how thin that is. So I'm gonna add a piece on top that continues this geometrical shape straight up, and that'll help with strengthening that quite a bit. I'll probably use 3/4 inch bar on that actually. So that's the next thing, and then we'll hook the loader up, and then when we hook it up and pick the forks up, we're going to notice that down there on the bottom, it's going to need a block welded in to ride against, I believe, this part of the loader right here. I think this is what we're going to be after. Here's where the wear block needs to be. We're going to hook it up. Get that back up. Out the scrap off. We lose. Well, it's wrong. Look at it. Damn it. Wrong coupler. I never measured the hooks. I just assumed they was right. Damn it. Pulled these units back in here and our new hooks come. We had a little issue the other day where the old hooks, I cut them out, did all this stuff, and yeah, I think I covered this already, but yeah, I was living. Eric said, I looked at, Eric's my parts guy. Daggone good parts guy. Kudos to Eric. Anybody want to deal with McCoy, I highly recommend them. They're a good bunch. But Eric said, he said, it was Saturday, he was at a baseball game or basketball game. He said, nah, you sent me that text and I looked it up. I thought, well, he just wants to order some parts on Monday morning or whatever. And he said, I opened a text and I was like, whoa! I was dropping F-bombs. I was a cussing. Oh, I was ticked all the way off. Eric said, man, I am so sorry. I said, it's all right. I said, I told him as much as I screw up, it would be hypocritical as all get out for me to be too hard on. And they made it right. McCoy made this right. They did a good job by me. So I'm pretty proud of them all. But yeah, that come wrong. I was super ticked. Cause the mountain, there's no way to make it work. Like them hooks fit nothing. Them hooks, I put them, they're Volvo style, put on, they're 618 couplers, put on Volvo style or John Deere High Vis style gauge. So they fit absolute, they're all done. They fit absolutely nothing. Them fit, there ain't an attachment in the world that thing fits right now. Oh, all right. I'm gonna lock up and go home. Yep, okay, so here we are putting new ones on there. We're putting a set round 2. I'm gonna try to make myself happy about them, but they're there. We're getting ready to hook this up, and I told Rick and Ball that I promised him that if it don't fit, I won't shut this off and save you all the cussing, because this better fit or else. Roll it head up. All right, see if it'll lock. What, lock? Okay, so we're mounting the cylinders up. I got one on there. I did one without showing y'all because the way everything's been going on this thing so far, I didn't want any more mistakes on camera. So here we go. I'm switching these over. Let me put these on and I'll talk a little bit while I'm doing it. I'm switching these over to flat face O-ring fittings. Now, some people don't like the flat face O-rings because it's got an O-ring in it, but I love them because they never screw up. All you gotta do is make sure that O-ring's in there and you can beat them with a sledgehammer and they're gonna be fine. Now, on a JIC fitting, which is kind of the compression fit style fittings, I don't like them so much because one little ding and they're loose. But a lot of people, it's taking a lot of people some time to change over from them, but I'm telling you, these flat face O-rings are superior fittings to them JICs. And I guess I'd have to say that's my opinion, but that's my opinion based off of proof. I'm telling you, this is the way to have it. If that's kosher. Come on. There it is. Wrong side. There we go. There we go. Oi. Trucker. They're loosely together. Now for the plumbing. I'm gonna start on that in the morning. It's after 5. I got longer waiting to do, so I'm gonna get to the hizzle. But these hoses, they drop up underneath that and go up and connect to a weird fitting up on top. Is how we gotta do that. Probably not the easiest thing. We'll figure something out. So don't hold your breath. We're finally going to get a project done. We think. We got the hoses made. And I might have been eyeballing the measurements. Morgan says I got the measurements on. And we got it come out of here. Is where the quick attach is going to be, so whatever. Yeah, whatever you think.
Ah, okay. Put me in charge of something? Oh, God.
But the top is short and the bottom's long. Morgan. They're all long, actually.
I didn't know long.
I think every one of them's long. I must have measured. Got a Chinese name, long.
That ain't so bad. That'll work.
Yeah, we'll make that work.
Maybe.
Where's my little cupper dude? Here he is.
Oh, look at that. You ain't gonna go much.
I'm gonna chase that. Poor man's crossroads, poor man's block pie.
Yep.
No, the shorter one.
Shorter one has to have the female.
Yep, shorter one, female.
Alright, so which one is the shorter one?
Believe it or not, I figured that out at a glance. That's that blind squirrel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's the longer one, so here we go.
I got the goober goo.
I thought, what the fuck, dude?
I got the goober goo behind me. It's got to have goober goo on it. Right behind Morgan. The goober goo. Goober goo. Goober goo. It was Morgan's nipple. I thought I had the goober goo. I'll give you some goo, Robin. I had Morgan's nipple. There you go.
It's terrible. It's terrible, I'm telling you.
Goober goo be goo.
Get some wrenches here. Bypasses it.
Number one is backwards. Number two, I broke that bolt.
What boat?
That pin went real hard yesterday.
Hey, look, I'll give you mine.
And I need a rag too. You don't care, Robin? A couple of rags, maybe?
Rags?
Yeah. We're having a heavy float day here. Oh yeah, it's got pressure. All right, the windshield. It must still have air in it.
I tell you.
I'm gonna need more than one rag.
Good thing I brought more than one. Oh, really? You just letting it squirt every fucking where?
Well, I don't know what else to do for it.
Maybe make it a fucking mess.
Yeah. That way it'll go straight down at least.
It's on the windshield. Why not?
Oh, wait, it's on your windshield too.
Yeah, it's all, it got me in the face. It's a starter.
Well, I was kind of wondering, you know, should I go up there and throw levers?
Well, it's JIC. I figured it'd relieve pressure quicker than that.
I guess it depends how much was in them cylinders. Right? Okay.
Obviously more. Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, look, it's all over the windshield. It's
Yeah,
on
over my fucking face.
Yeah.
Everything.
Morgan, it was on my face. You didn't even hear about that.
You shot me in the eye.
I haven't recorded any of us using it yet, but it turned out really nice. Real proud of Cowboy on it. Thank you, Cowboy. You did one heck of a job. And Robin and Morgan, thanks for the help, guys. Turned out plenty good enough for an old set of junk forks. Just an old set of daggone junk scrapyard forks. 2 months ago, that thing was dead in the boneyard. A pile of scrap iron. And they're out here using it today. I think Carrie used it most of the day today. Loader needs grease. We ain't gave it this once over yet. I told them grease it up and check the fluids and stuff before they all wanted to use it much, but they already. Of course, I spewed hydraulic oil over it, so it needs washed. But they said they like it. I heard news back in the woods that they like it. So it takes plenty big enough bite. We'll get on here and go to using it. And we'll check back in with y'all, see what it's like to run. I got a bite with it. I got 2 bites with it the other day with the before Cowboy painted it, and it felt good. You can pack a wad of logs with it compared to what our other loaders are. But it sticks out there far enough. You can get a little bit light on the butt, but not bad. That loader's got plenty of butt to it, so I ain't no complaints there. Well, man, Levi's gonna go home. Nice. So that's the 5th loader on the place. We got 3 big fork trucks, 3 small fork trucks, and 5 loaders now. In mulch season, all them come in handy. And Levi's got to drive it. So what do you think of the loader, boy?
It's fun.
He said, a little bit bouncy, Dad.
Yeah, it's like loader 3, bouncy.
I don't know what the tire pressure is on it or whatever, but
I don't care, but it's so fun.
yep. It's a good unit. I really like it.
It's really big.
Yeah, it's big. You can tell it's a bigger loader when you're driving it.
Yeah, you can see.
You can have a pile of logs on it and come down the skids, man. I was driving those loaders like, boy, it's a lot of wall of wood here coming down the skids. All right, I've been dying to get to use it and see what this thing can do. Let's go try it out. Let's see how you do it. It don't have no key. It starts with a button. It's got this thing that rattles. I don't like that. Now, supposedly they said it don't have enough pullback force. And I want to play with it and see what it feels like. Boy, that clamp sure turned out good. I like that. I'm gonna see how it does. Now, Carrie said it definitely rods a lot better than our loaders. We'll see what it does. It's definitely out there a ways farther. It feels all right. Wow, it definitely takes a bigger bite. If I was good on it, I'd have got that in 2 bites. But it's gonna take a while to get used to it. Mommy just complains the way I stack logs. She's got to take up. Let's see. What we can do if we come in at the right angle. All right, I'm gonna go the tricks I use with our existing loaders. We'll see what it does. Just different. It just take a little bit to get that other loader. I can run the crap out of it and used to how it feels. This thing here, it feels That's a pile of wood now, boy. I love that. That's a pile of wood now. See if we can get any better at this. Now, let's see if we can get this in one bite. It takes a bigger bite. If I could run the clamp right, I could do it. I'm just not used to. The geometry's all different, and it operates different. But I think it's there. Just take a bit to get used to. Oh no, it does fine. Heck no. Heck no, it's gonna do just fine. See, last night I was all worried sick. I was worried about nothing. Morgan was all like, well, it ain't got tip back power. Like, well, if you're getting a big enough bite, ain't none of them got tip back power like they need to have. That just means you're finally getting a bite worth having. You know. You put a grapple on these things, and these things they're gonna get a bite. If you do it right. I love it. I think it's great. Now let's get us a good bite and see what we get now. Sorry I ain't talking much, I'm just learning. It's, wow, I love it. I actually love it. Now the store-bought forks that we'll be getting for this has got the right clamp geometry with this long, skinny clamp. It can't quite pick up just right. It can't roll them in as good as I'm used to. Because it's kind of a longer, flatter clamp, but it still gets her loaded up, and that's what matters. And this thing ain't weak. Morgan said, well, the rollback's weak on it, I think, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't think it's weak. I think it's got plenty good enough rollback. Let's get a big bite. Let's get a big. Morgan's got this shape just perfect. See if we can fill this puppy up. shaped quite right. It ain't rolling him in like it should.
We never had that tongue on it either.
Oh yeah. I think it's heavy duty enough. I think it's gonna work. I can tell by the way it feels that I'm not gonna end up with mechanical failure on the clamp or cracking or nothing like that. It's not such a freak. It's gonna cause problems, but it's gonna take a bit for a guy to get used to this loader. So tall, so long, and the forks are so long on it. It's just hard to get the hang of. See, like right now, I don't know if I got a hold of the trailer or not. Oh, I don't. I got them all. Let's get a look at this. There it is. All 16 footers. And safely held. It's got them good too. Yeah, I will. I think we just run like that. I got to thinking if we ain't happy with this a couple months down the road, I can turn up the pressure just a little bit on them cylinders.
It'll probably help keep us tearing shit up too.
Yeah, I know. It feels good. It's right now. It's balanced. Nice. I think it's great. Look at them tires are bulging. Well, I think it's a winner. Winner, winner, chicken freaking dinner. Yeah, I think it's going to do exactly what I wanted it to do. It'll take a little bit to get used to because of how tall and long and everything it is, but I think it's going to feel right. It feels good. I'll tell you what this reminds me of. My grandpa has an old 3020 John Deere. Well, he's passed on now. Now it's Uncle Randall's tractor now, but old 3020 John Deere. And that thing, when you drive it, the operator's platform is an elevated operator's platform. It's John Deere's version of the select shift there or whatever. But it puts you up in the air, and it was awkward when you first learned how to run it, but after you learn how to run it, you like it because you can see everything. And that's how this loader makes me feel. That's exactly how this loader makes me feel. Let's go do some picture time. So here we are, the 624K. Right next door to the 544J, and this was the original. See how the clamp shape? Now look how the clamp is on this now. See how it's elongated? That's changed the geometry of that. Now the new clamp will come, it'll be real tall here, and Rockland will have it shaped right again. But it works good. I'm not complaining, but it's just not good as it will when it gets the new one in. Here's the rears of them. You can tell, I mean, that's a bigger loader, man. God, what a rig. What a rig, man. We did good. It took me a while to come to the realization of it, but we did good. I'm very proud. If that thing blows up tomorrow, we still made a good decision. That's the loader to have right there, 624K. Look how much bigger the forks are than the other ones. That extra foot really adds the capacity. Now the new one, it'll have that extra foot, but it'll have a big hump in it. So you can roll them logs up there like me and Derek was talking about. See how that one, when you tip it forward, it rolls the logs in. That's crucial on the log grapple. Well, let me park it, let me get out of here. It's Friday night, it's time to have a drink.